Hey, it's Brock here with Rock Hill Farms, and I'm standing in front of a pretty awesome tractor that is being discontinued. There are only a few left available, and we're going to offer you guys a special deal if you want one of them. Now, just a couple days ago, I did a video demonstrating an awesome new prototype tractor that may or may not ever come to market. And at the end of the day, I actually took that video down because we don't know if that tractor is going to be available. So Jake from the tractor yard and I were talking about how excited people got about that tractor and realizing there's a very similar model with more power that only cost a little bit more. And that price right now is lower than it's ever been. And it's this 4215 that's being discontinued.
So this tractor that we've got behind us, like Brock says, a 4215 CH, 42 horsepower, 35 horsepower at the PTO. Same lift capacity as the tractor we did the last video on. 2,200 pounds on the front, 3,300 pounds on the rear. That's a really impressive small frame tractor, and the price point is unbeatable. And if you watch the last video and you give us a call, you're gonna find that those prices are really, really similar.
There were so many comments saying, I want that tractor. And the only thing that's different about this tractor is a couple thousand extra dollars, and it does have a DPF filter. But in my experience with TYM tractors, they hardly ever regen anyway. So the bottom line right now is there's only 8 of these tractors left in inventory. And because they're trying to get rid of them and move them out the door, Jake's ordered them and he's offering a special deal on them. So what I want to do right now is demonstrate the lift capacity for the people who didn't see the last video, run some kind of a PTO implement, show you what the tractor can do, then we'll get back and we'll talk about the deal that's being offered. I've sped this up because it's the exact same demonstration we did on the previous video. This is a small tractor carrying 3 round bales at once, and it doesn't even have wheel weights or loaded tires. These are only 4-foot by 5-foot round bales, so I would say they weigh at a minimum 800 pounds and at a maximum around 1,100 pounds. So we're probably carrying about 2,000 pounds high enough up in the air to set it on top of the other bales. Most of the competitor tractors in this size and price range won't do that. So after lifting these hay bales, Jake stopped the tractor with those bales up in the air. Minimum 1,600 pounds, I guess over 2,000, but I don't know an exact weight on those bales. But he parked the tractor with them up in the air like this. We left it sitting like this while we got something to eat. It's been sitting like this for 45 minutes and it hasn't sagged down. And I'll tell you a story. I saw a 2515 at, the first time I saw one in person was at a homesteading expo, and they had a round bale picked up in the air, just hanging there. And they left it like that all day long and it didn't sag. Crazy how all the other tractors I've been in, it seems like the loaders sag down and this one doesn't. I don't understand it. But this tractor is going to seem very similar. The cab is a little taller than the one I looked at the other day, but up here we've got lots of air vents. Here, 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 and here. We got plenty of speakers. We got a dome light. You got your wiper controls, wiper fluid, your front and rear lights, speakers, radio. Back glass pops open easy, but I can't do it because of that bale. Everything's pretty standard. You got this emergency brake that you push the brake and it kicks itself off. Pretty simple stuff. Your basic 2-pedal, loader joysticks in a good spot. Lifts a lot of weight. Cab is plenty roomy. I'm 6 foot tall and I got plenty of room in here to move around. Don't feel cramped. Not bad at all. But let's put the PTO under some stress and see how well the air conditioner continues to work. I'm actually at Jake's property today because we did a lot of hay raking and baling with this tractor and several others. But we ran this machine in 95-degree heat, pulling PTO implements and up and down steep hills with the air conditioner running, and never had a bit of problem out of it. Stay tuned over the next few days. We're going to have a series of videos on different types of hay equipment that can be used on small tractors. Alright, as I walk around this tractor and point stuff out, I'm going to give you a sneak peek. It's going to look like most of all the other tractors I've reviewed. You've got a kickstand for your loader, you've got a small toolbox, which they've actually got a whole lot of tools crammed in. Here's the model 4215CH, and we've got a quick attach loader, skid steer quick attach on the front end. Bucket level indicator is when this falls into here. Comparing this to my 38 horsepower John Deere, it's got bigger wheels and tires than that tractor does, but so does everything else that's not a subcompact. Got a nice beefy front axle. This is a brand new tractor, so the tires are not loaded. It did all of that with no extra weight on the back end. How? I don't know. I bet they put more steel in it. Couldn't tell you. We got mirrors here. We got lights up here. The windshield wiper fluid. Your lift arms are not extendable, but you do have telescoping stabilizers. This is a bolt-on connection point for your top link. This is a toolless adjustment here on your side link. Same thing with your top length. I would call these toolless that have this teardrop shaped nut on them. Someone asked in the other video how tall the cab was. I didn't check. Well, I have an 8-foot standing reach. I don't have a tape measure with me, but my hand, the height of my hand is above that. So this is gonna be 7.5 foot tall tractor. Roughly. If you got an exact measurement on your garage and you need to know that, I bet they've got that spec somewhere. This may have felt like, when we started off, like some kind of cheesy sales pitch, but it's just the reality of what's happening. TYM has a whole bunch of models in this 15 series, and with their other TYM models, there are too many models that are too similar. So they've decided to discontinue this model, but they're still going to have full support for it, because this model is almost exactly like the 2515, the 4215, the 4815, the 3515, and all those parts are going to be interchangeable, so you're not going to have any problem if you get one of these. But there are only a few left. They're trying to get rid of them. Now would be a great time to buy one if you're thinking about a tractor like this. Now, you did some research on the engine availability.
Yeah, so I know one big concern with investing in a tractor model that's going to be discontinued is, will I be able to get continued parts support for that tractor that I purchased? And the short answer is yes, absolutely you will. The reason that you should not be concerned about buying this 4215 is the engine used in that 4215 is the same exact engine in the 474, the 494, the 3515, the 4815, the 4820, and the 5520 and 574 are just the turbocharged version of this engine.
Between all those models, the only engine differences is like injectors and tuning and turbos, things like that.
Maybe a cam difference. So where I'm going with that is that no matter what, the engine support will be there. The remainder of the parts are identical to the remainder of the 15 series models that will continue to be produced. So there is no reason to hesitate to buy this machine, and the reason that we've decided to invest in the remaining models available is the Tractor Yard wants to offer a deal to all of Brock's viewers. So the specific deal that we've pulled together with these final machines that are available, so for $29,500, we're going to include a free brush guard, which you can see on the front of the tractor and you can see in Brock's previous videos. That's about a $275 value. The Other thing we're going to be throwing in, which is huge, and what makes this deal available to everyone, is that we're going to include delivery for free up to 1,000 miles from our store in Kukje, Oklahoma.
That's a pretty big value if you no one in your area has one of these and you want to get one. Now, if you're further than 1,000 miles away and you still want one, call and we'll work something out.
Yeah.
If you're closer than 1,000 miles and you just want to run down the road and pick it up, there'll be a better deal for that too. So links in the description for how you get a hold of Jake. I appreciate you taking time to watch this video. I'll put links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.